Hello everyone, welcome to Beyond the Classroom. Today we will be looking at the third part of Lesson 1, which is numbers up to 10,000. In the first two parts, we have already covered how to read and write four-digit numbers as number names and numerals, how we can read and represent four-digit numbers on the abacus, the face value of a digit in a number, the place value of a digit in a number, how to write four-digit numbers in expanded form, the predecessor of a number, and the successor of a number. So today, let's start with part 3. Let's continue. In this final part of this chapter, we will be learning how to skip counting of numbers, how to compare numbers greater than, less than, equal to, ordering of numbers, that is arranging them in ascending and descending orders, and how to form the greatest and the smallest number with the given digits. So let's get started. The first topic today is skip counting. Let's understand what we mean by skip counting. So, starting with a given number, when we write some numbers with a fixed gap between two successive numbers, this is called skip counting. So, suppose we want to count by twos. What does counting by twos mean? It means that there is a gap of two numbers between every successive numbers. Similarly, what do we mean by counting by threes? Counting by threes means there is a gap of three numbers between every successive number. Similarly, counting by fives. Counting by fives means that there is a gap of five numbers between every successive number. So when you start at a given number and you write some numbers with a fixed gap between those numbers, that is called skip counting. Now let's look at how we can do skip counting by twos. Let's say we have a number 3,274 and we need to do skip counting by twos. So to do skip counting by twos, each time we need to add 2 to the given number to get the next number. So let's start. So 3,274, add 2, 3,276, add 2, 3,278, add 2, 3,280, add 2, 3,282, add 2, 3,284, add 2, 3,286. So that's how we do skip counting by twos. Each time we add 2 to get the next number. Now let's look at how we do skip counting by threes. Let's say we have the number 5,082. So to do skip counting by threes, each time we add 3 to get the next number. So 5,082, add 3, 5,085, add 3, 5,088, add 3, 5,091, add 3, 5,094, add 3, 5,097, add 3, 5,100. So that is how we do skip counting by twos and threes. Now let's look at skip counting by fives. So our number is, we start skip counting by fives from 7,323. So what we do is, each time we add 5 to the number to get the next number. So our next number will be 7,328. Let's add 5 again. 7,333. Let's add 5 again. 7,338. We add 5 again. 7,343. 5 again. 7,348. We add 5 again. 7,353. So this is how we do skip counting by fives. Now let's look at how we can do skip counting by 20s. So when we have to do skip counting by 20s, we add 20 each time to the given number. So let's start. Our first number is 8,241. So we add 20 to this number. It'll become 8,261. Again, we add 20. 8,281. Again 20. 8,301. Again we add 20. 8,321. Again we add 20. 8,341. And finally 8,361. So this is how we do skip counting by fives and skip counting by 20s. Now let's try skip counting by hundreds. So when we are skip counting by hundreds, what we are doing is we are increasing the hundreds place digit by 1. So let's see how we do it. Our given number is 6,735 and we have to skip count by hundreds. So what we are going to do is increase the hundreds place digit by 1 each time. So let's start. 6,735, 6,835, 6,935, 7,035, 7,135, 7,235, 7,335. So this is how we do skip counting by hundreds. Now let's see how we do skip counting by thousands. Now when we are doing skip counting by thousands, what we do is we increase the thousands place digit by 1. Each time we increase it by 1. So let's take a look. So our given number is 981 and we have to skip count by thousands. When it is a 3-digit number, it means that there is a 0 in our thousands place. Okay, so our thousands place digit is going to increase by 1. So let's start. 981, 1,981, 2,981, 3,981, 4,981, 5,981, 6,981. So that is how we do skip counting by hundreds and skip counting by thousands. Now, moving on to the next topic, let's learn how we can compare two 4-digit numbers. Before we learn how to compare 4-digit numbers, let's learn what are the symbols used for comparison. So, these are the symbols that we use for comparison. This symbol here is greater than. This is less than. And the two lines is equal to. So we have greater than, less than, equal to. Now let's learn how to compare two four-digit numbers. Let's say we want to compare the numbers 7,234 and 6,895. These are our two numbers. Let's compare them. Let's see what are the steps that we need to follow. So, the first step is, first we compare the digits on the leftmost place in both numbers. So, our digit here on the leftmost place in this number is 7, and our digit on the leftmost place here is 6. We will compare these two numbers, the leftmost digit. Now, as you can see, 7 is greater than 6. So, automatically, this number, 7,234, will be greater than 6,895. So, since 7 is greater than 6, so we say 7,234 is greater than 6,895. Let's look at another example. Now let's look at another example. Let's compare the numbers 5,408 and 5,470. So what is the first step? First, we compare the digits on the leftmost place. Here, the leftmost digit is 5, and in this number also, the leftmost digit is 5. That is, 5 is equal to 5. In that case, what do? We move on to the next step. In the next step, we compare the second digit from the leftmost place. The second digit in 5,408 is 4, and the second leftmost digit in 5,470 is also 4. So again, 4 is equal to 4. So what do? We move on to the next step. We compare the next leftmost digit. Here, our next leftmost digit is 0, and here our number is 7. So we compare 0 and 7. Clearly, 0 is less than 7. Hence, we get 5,408 is less than 5,470. So children, I hope you understood what you have to do. You start comparing your leftmost place. If they are equal, you move on to the next leftmost digit. If that is also equal, you move on to the next digit, and so on till you're finally able to compare both the numbers. In case all the four digits, because I'm saying four digits because we are comparing only four-digit numbers. In case the four-digit numbers in both the numbers are exactly equal, then we say both the numbers are equal, and we put an equal to sign. Now let's look at a few examples to compare numbers. Now what you can do is you can try to solve these in your notebook, and then you can pause the video and come back and check your answer. So let's look at the first example. 603, 603 and 360. So what we are going to do is, first we compare the leftmost digits. that is 6 and 3. Clearly, 6 is greater than 3, hence 603 is greater than 360. Let's look at another example. Compare 7,129 and 7,219. So first step, we compare the leftmost digits. In this case, both the digits are 7. So we move on to the next digit. Here it is 1 and here it is 2. Clearly, we can see that 1 is less than 2. Hence, 7,129 is less than 7,219. Let's look at another example. Let's compare. I'm sorry about that, the answer popped up. Let's compare 4,567 and 4,576. We compare the digits on the leftmost side. In this case, it's 4 and 4. Since the leftmost digits are the same, we move on to the next digit. The next digit is 5 and the other number is also 5. Hence, we compare the next digit. The next digit here is 6 and here it is 7. Clearly, 6 is less than 7. Hence, 4,567 is less than 4,576. Let's look at another example. Let's compare 8,296 and 8,306. Again, we compare the leftmost digits, 8 and 8. Since they are equal, we move on to the next digit. Here, the next digit is 2, and here, the next digit is 3. Clearly, 2 is less than 3. Hence, 8,296 is less than 8,306. The next example, 2001 and 2010. Let's compare it. So, our digit on the leftmost side, here it is 2 and here it is 2. Since they are equal, we move on to the next digit. The next digit, here it is 0 and here it is also 0. Again, they are equal, so we move on to the next digit. In 2001, the next digit is 0 and 2010, the next digit is 1. Clearly, 0 is less than 1. Hence, 2001 is less than 2010. These kind of problems, make sure that you compare every digit, because you might just look at it and sometimes you just look at it and sometimes they just seem equal, or we just make a guess. But it's always better to go step by step, compare each digit and then get the answer. Sometimes they look similar and children think, then probably some children would have just put an equal to sign because they look similar. So that's why it's better that you follow the steps and compare every digit and then get the final answer. In that way, you will not make a mistake. Let's look at the last example. Our numbers are 3,545 and 3,554. Again, this is like the previous problem. They look kind of similar. So children look at the numbers, oh, it's 3545, 3554. They look similar, so they might just in a hurry put an equal to sign. But are they really equal? Let's check. So let's go step by step and compare the digits. So we start with the leftmost digit. Here it is 3 and here it is also 3. They are equal, so we move on to the next digit. Here it is 5. Here it is also 5. They are equal, so we move on to the next digit. Here it is 4 and here it is 5. So you see 4 is less than 5. So clearly the numbers are not equal and we get 3545 is less than 3554. So that is how we compare numbers. Now the next topic is ordering of numbers. Let's understand what we mean by ordering of numbers. So we can arrange numbers in ascending order and descending order. So first, let's look at what we mean by ascending order. Now, when we have a set of given numbers and they are arranged from the smallest number to the greatest number, they are said to be in ascending order. So when a few numbers are given to you and you are told to arrange in ascending order, what we do is we arrange from the smallest number first and then we move on to the greatest number. So arranging from smallest to greatest is called ascending order. Ascend means to climb. So you're climbing from the smallest to the greatest. Okay, so let's look at an example. So let's say we have to arrange these four numbers 7, 3, 1, 4 in ascending order. So we start with the smallest number and then we move on to the greatest number. So our smallest number is 1, then the next number will be 3 followed by 4 and then our greatest number is 7. So this is how we arrange it in ascending order. 1, 3, 4, 7. Now let's try to understand what we mean by descending order. Now when a set of given numbers is arranged from the greatest number to the smallest number, that is called descending order. So descend means to come down or climb down. So what we are doing in descending order is we are arranging from the greatest number and then we are coming down to the smallest number. So let's look at an example to understand this better. Let's try to arrange the numbers 6, 9, 2, 5 in descending order. So in descending order, we always start with the greatest number. So our greatest number here is 9. Then we have 6. Then we have 5. And last we have our smallest number which is 2. So these numbers when arranged in descending order are 9, 6, 5, 2. So this is all about ascending and descending order. So let's look at an example to arrange the given numbers in ascending order. Ascending order is arranging the numbers from smallest to greatest. So these are our given numbers. So to simplify this, what we can do is we can arrange these numbers in a place value chart. So it just makes it easier for us to see and easier to arrange them. Okay, now we have all our numbers placed in the place value chart. So let's start. So clearly these numbers have thousands and these numbers start with hundreds. So these are the hundreds and these are the thousands. So clearly the smallest number will be either 342, 432 or 324. So we have to compare these three numbers. So first let's look at the hundreds place. Here it is 3, 4 and 3. Now 4 is greater and 3 are equal. So the comparison is between 342 and 324. Now since the hundredths place is equal, let's move on to the tens place. So here you can see, here it is 4 and here it is 2. Clearly 2 is smaller. So the first number that will come, that is the smallest number, is 324. This will be followed by 342. This will be followed by 432. So we have arranged these three numbers. Then we have three numbers remaining, which are in the thousands place. We have 3042, 4032, 4320. Let's compare the thousands place. Here we can clearly see that 4 and 4 are equal and 3 is smaller. So our next number will be 3042. We are left with two numbers now. We need to compare 4032 and 4320. 4 and 4 are equal. So we move to the hundreds place, 0 and 3. Clearly 0 is smaller than 3. So our next number in the order will be 4032. And finally, our last number, that is the greatest number, is 4320. So this is how we arrange the numbers in ascending order. 324, 342, 432, 3042, 4032, and finally 4320. Now let's look at an example to arrange the given numbers in descending order. Again, descending order is arranging the numbers from the greatest number to the smallest number. So these are our given numbers. To simplify this, what we will do is we will arrange these numbers in the place value chart. So here we have it. The numbers have been put in the place value chart. So let's start comparing and arranging them. So we have to find the greatest number first. So let's compare the thousands place. Here, when we compare, we can see that 6 is the greatest digit. Hence, we know that 6152 is the greatest number. So that number comes first. Now let's compare the remaining numbers. We have 1, 5, 2, 1, 2 in the thousands place. So we can clearly see that after 6 we have 5. So our next number in the order will be 5261. Now we are left with 1, 2, 1, 2. Now clearly 2 is greater, so we need to compare these two numbers, 2651 and 2156. Now since the thousands place are equal, we will compare the hundreds place. Here we have 6 and here we have 1. Clearly 6 is greater than 1. Hence, the next number in our order will be 2651, followed by 2156. Now we are left with just two numbers. We have 1625 and 1516. We see that the thousands place digits are equal. So we move on to the hundreds place and we compare them. We can see we have 6 and here we have 5. Clearly 6 is greater than 5. Hence the next number in our order will be 1625 and the smallest number is 1516. So this is how we have put our numbers in descending order. 6152 followed by 5261, then 2651 followed by 2156 followed by 1625 and the smallest number is 1516. So this is how we arrange the numbers in descending order. Now, coming to the last topic of this chapter, we will learn how to write the smallest number and the greatest number using the given digits. So suppose you are given 4 digits and you are asked to write the smallest number that you can with those digits or the greatest number using those digits. How do we do it? So first, let's look at how to write the smallest number using the given digits. We'll do this with the help of an example. So let's say you are given the numbers, not the numbers, the digits 9, 5, 3, 0, and you are asked to write the smallest number that you can using these digits. How do you do it? Let's look at the steps. The first step is check if there are any zeros. So as you can see, yes, we do have a zero here. So what do we do if we have a zero? If we have a zero, we put the zero in the second place from the left. So from the second place from the left, that is where we place our zero. Now what do we do next? Now we have to arrange the remaining digits in ascending order. Ascending order means the smallest number to the greatest number. Our remaining digits here are 9, 5, 3. So we arrange these numbers, these digits in ascending order. That'll be the smallest is 3, 0 remains in the second place, 5 and 9. So the smallest number using the digits 9, 5, 3, 0 is 3059. That is how we find the smallest number. Now, suppose we do not have any zeros in the given digits. What do we do? Let's say we have to form the smallest number using the digits 6, 1, 2, 4. We check if there are any zeros. There are no zeros, so we do not need to do this first step. We directly move to the second step. That is, we arrange these digits in ascending order. That is, we arrange them from the smallest to the greatest. So, the smallest number here is 1, followed by 2, then 4, and 6. Hence, the smallest number that we can form using the digits 6, 1, 2, 4 is 1246. Now, let's look at how we can write the largest number using the given digits. Previously, we learned how to write the smallest number. Now we will learn how to write the largest number using the given digits. So let's say we have the digits 3, 5, 8, 7. How do we form the largest number? All that we have to do is we have to arrange the digits in descending order. Okay, so descending order means the greatest number first, and then we move down to the smallest number. The greatest number is 8, then we have 7, then 5, then 3. So the greatest number that we get from the digits 3, 5, 8, 7 is 8753. Simple. So all that we did was we just arranged the digits in descending order, greatest digit to the smallest digit. Let's look at another example. Here we have 0. It does not make any difference. We simply arrange the numbers in descending order from the greatest to the smallest. So the greatest number here is 4, followed by 2, followed by 1, and finally 0. So the greatest number that we can form using the digits 0, 1, 2, 4 is 4210. So this is how we can form the largest number using the given digits. Now let's try to solve some examples of how we can write the smallest number with the given digits. So let's say we have the digits 3, 5, 2, 6. To write the smallest number with these digits, we arrange these numbers in ascending order from smallest to the greatest. So our smallest digit is 2, followed by 3, followed by 5, and then finally 6. So our smallest number with these given digits is 2356. Let's look at another example. The digits are 5084. In this case, we have a 0. So what do? We place the 0 in the second position from the left. And then we arrange the remaining digits in ascending order, smallest to the greatest. That will be 4, 0 stays as it is, 5, 8. So our smallest number using the digits 5084 is 4058. Let's look at one more example. 8294. Let's form the smallest digit with these. Let's form the smallest number with these digits. We arrange them in ascending order, smallest to greatest. We have 2, 4, 8, 9. So the number is 2489. Now let's look at some examples of how we can form the largest number with the given digits. So the first example is we have the digits 3, 5, 8, 7. To get the largest number from these digits, we arrange these numbers in descending order from the greatest to the smallest. 8, 7, 5, 3. Hence, the greatest number formed is 8,753. Let's look at another example. 2, 0, 4, 6. Again, to form the largest number, we arrange these digits in descending order, greatest to the smallest. 6, 4, 2, 0. The largest number is 6,420. Let's look at another example. We have the digits 9, 5, 0, 2. To get the largest number, let's arrange these numbers in descending order. 9, 5, 2, 0. The largest number formed is 9,520. So that is how we can form the largest number using the given digits. For more such videos, subscribe to our channel Beyond the Classroom. Thank you for watching.